Welcome. I'm your host, Jesse Swear, nationally recognized inclusive fitness trainer, SilverSneaker Flex instructor. Find out more about me, visit my website at www.jesseswear.com. And today I have a yoga flow on the go with Bentley, Kia, and Lincoln, who's in the basket. So hopefully you're going to enjoy this motion with me in these forms, because we want to really work on strength. We want to work on balance. We want to work on functionality. We want to work on some of those deficits and be symmetrical with our movements, not asymmetrical. That means you have a deficit. So pay attention to your hand placement, pay attention to your foot placement, pay attention to your breath, and pay attention to how you're feeling throughout the motions of holding these positions. And if you can't do them, there are always modifications that you can do to help improve that motion so that you can get to the level that I'm at, which ain't the highest level, but it's a level that we all want to try to get to today. We're going to start with a nice warm-up. So what we're going to do initially is I'm going to just lift up and a nice shrug. 1. We're going to do an 8 count. 2. So on this shrug, we're just trying to lift the scapula up. 3. And allow it to do its work. And that is to hold the glenohumeral joint in that ball and socket. 4. 5. 6. 7. And 8, a nice little warm up there. And now we're going to just put our hands on our hips right here or our thighs, and we're going to just turn. Cervical rotation to the left, back to the front. Nice inhalation. Nice exhale. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. And a nice inhale. And a nice exhale. Nice and tall. Now let's do a cervical side bend. Inhale here, exhale here, inhale here, exhale here, inhale here, exhale here. Excellent job. And inhale here, exhale here. Next one would be utilizing the banister, using a console table, using a chair. We're going to work on those hips. So I'm going to balance. I know some of you struggle with that. On my right leg, and I'm going to just lift my hip. I'm going to drop it down, and I'm going to try to lift it straight on up. So I'm going to try to have my pelvic region anterior, pushed anteriorly forward. I don't want to be posturally pushed back. I want to try to push forward that way, so I'm nice and tall, and I'm lifting through the hip, and I'm not using my back to do it either. When I say using your back, either you're bent over to lift, or you're leaning back very far. Now we want to go to the other side as well. And again, we want to have that anterior pelvic tilt. So we're tilted more forward in that lift, nice and tall. There you go. Let's do 2 more. Lift up. Again, if you have to hold on, rest it down. And now let's go to those ankles. So I'm going to lift up. I don't have to go really high, and I'm just going to circle right over top of that carpet, right over top of that floor, and then I'm going to go the other direction as well. Just trying to get some ankle circles. Now, if you can't ankle circle, you can always wrist circle and do that motion. I'm going to take that right side now, circle one way. Again, hold on if you need to, and then the other direction. Awesome job. Now, let's get into that work phase, right? We want to get into that cat and the cow next. So we want to take that nice inhalation, really open up that chest, bring those shoulders back, squeeze the scapula, and then exhale into more of that 45-degree angle. Lift through like this. Try to really get in protraction with those shoulder blades. Again, 45-degree angles, keep that head above the heart. There you go, awesome job. Coming all the way up. Gonna go into the airplane next. So nice inhale here. Right leg's gonna go back. Balls of the feet, both arms go back. Nice inhale. This time I'm just going to have right side go back with right arm. I'm going to switch on the next one. I'm going to have both go back. come back up. And this time we're going to have the left go back with the right. Excellent job. And then I'm going to switch. Both go back with the left. Nice inhale. Left go back with left. Nice inhale. Both go back with left. And then I'm going to have that right go back with left. Make you really think into that lateral flexion. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Right side again. Left side. This time when we go to that left side, we're going to hold it a little longer in this position. Hold, hold, hold. Breathe, breathe. Nice inhale. Nice exhale. Next exercise will be our pigeon. Excellent job. Keep on going. Looking good. Hold this position. We just worked our way up from the floor to our ankle to this position. Very difficult exercise. If you can't do this, then we'll just nice inhale. Exhale here. Hold it here. And if you can't, then hold it here. You're going to have some external rotation, but you're going to also have some internal rotation with the left leg. So the right side externally rotates. Rest. Nice inhale. Externally rotate here. Externally rotate here again. Sitting down a little bit more. You can hold this position like this, being that pigeon position, or you can cross over, which is sometimes counter indicated for someone that has hip issues or had some hip surgery because you're really externally rotating. Hold this position. Breathe, breathe, breathe. Hold a chair, hold a banister, hold a couch, hold on to some, hold on to a cane, hold on to the ambulatory device just to work on this balanced position. All the weight is on that right side right now. I switched again, and I'm coming out of that position. Excellent job. So now we can go into that tree pose, right? We got into that pigeon pose. So what's the difference between the tree pose? Tree pose, there you go. You're into the tree pose. Now, can this tree pose get more difficult? Yes, you can put it right here. Hold that position. Excellent job. Hold your tree. Again, if you need to hold on, you hold on. If you need to put the foot down to work on that balance, put the foot down, work on that balance, bring them all the way down. Switch. Hold the position. Right? So again, a little externally rotating, a little internally rotating as well, working that teres fascia lata or latte part of the hip. Bring it back down. Stand up. Now you're on your calf. Bring it back down. Hold that position. I'm going to go a little higher. And now I'm just resting here in this position. Now again, chair, banister, couch, whatever you need to hold on to, hold this position, breathe it through, hold it for the long part. Long part, this works on your balance, this is going to work on your mobility, it's going to work on strength, it's working on coordination, it's working on function, and we want to continue to work on exercises like this. This is your tree pose. So we're at our work stage, we did our warm-up, we did our work, and you're like, man, Jesse, do we got to do cool down? Yes, we got to bring it into the cool down phase. And that is going to be your downward dog. So kind of enjoy the downward dog, nice inhalation. I'll turn so you can see, grab right over left and push back and hold that position. Banisters work great for this. Chairs do as well. And you're just going to hold, right, just like this. It takes a lot out of you as well because you're holding this position. And you're compressing the spine. You're getting some spina recta involved. You're getting some spinal flexion. And you're also getting some hip flexion, right? Nice inhalation. Nice exhalation. Back into hip flexion, right? Compress that spine again. Left goes to right. Push on down, lift on up. Hold again. Spina recta is getting engaged, getting some spinal flexion, getting some compression of the spine, some hip flexion as well. Use the wall, use the banister, use the chair, but more importantly, make sure you breathe, hold your position nice and tight. Hard to do these moves, right? They are difficult. They're not easy. That's why we do them together. Now, we could do more. I threw the tree pose in there with the pigeon, the work phase, kind of your cool down phase. We could throw the downward dog in there. We could throw the tree pose in there. We could throw the moonflower in there, but we're going to slow down even more with this cool down because I am tired. And I'm just going to shrug to finish off. A lot of balance there, a lot of strength, a lot of difficulty as well. We can even throw the warrior in. Have a tutorial on the moonflower. I suggest you go see it. So next time we do this and I add it, you will be ready and you'll be prepared. Peace, my friends. Hopefully you enjoyed this yoga with Jesse. Now go in peace and enjoy the rest of your day.